1 second on, 1 second off, the vehicle horn was sounding. Shot from my sleep, I held my breath. Eyes screwed shut, my heart was pounding. Under the camp bed cot I groped, shadow friends in green bags flailing. The rubber straps were where I'd hoped. Gus, Gus, Gus! I screamed, exhaling. I first started writing poetry in the early 1990s, and I published a series of rhythms in rhyme, which was cardiac arrest rhythms as little poems, and it was to help people remember what to do in an emergency. But after I've deployed on multiple occasions, I've started to use poetry in a different way. And I've started to use it to help me reflect on a series of really quite traumatic events and quite morally injurious events. A doctor or a soldier first, a common ask by those unversed in risks they cannot understand, nor visualise like glove on hand, sits medicine on soldiering. For in dilemma floundering, young doctors in a firefight choose between their oath or life to lose, while Red Cross armbands have become a target for the sniper's gun. It was written originally for me. I never had any intention of sharing it with anybody, but as I have over the last couple of years started to share it, people have said, well, why not put it together and put it into a book? And I have been inspired by poets of the past, particularly the World War I poets, and it's absolutely fabulous to be launching the book at Craiglockhart, which is the site of the World War I shell-shock hospital, where the household poets' names, Wilfred Owen, Siegfried Sassoon, Robert Graves, they met here as patients. When I've deployed, which I've done very frequently, on 6 occasions I was the medical director of a field hospital. I was the senior doctor in the field hospital. There was no one else to turn to decompress. Everybody was looking to me for leadership, so I had to find a way to come to terms with some of the really difficult things that I'd seen that particular day. And the way I found it was to turn it into a contemporaneous poem. And I have found that a really useful way to reflect and to move on from that particular incident and potentially to grow from that incident. I see this really as a slice of social history. It's a series of events that many people will have been involved in some way, but nobody else has been involved completely in the way that I have experienced it. And I could have written a diary, I could have written a book in prose, but I've chosen to reflect on my particular military history in this way. So I hope people will see it as a historical record. Some may be shocked by what they read, but there is also some darkly humorous content as well, so some may cause a laugh, and indeed it will bring a tear or two to some people's eyes.